Welcome, Scorpio, to your money, career, and finance reading for May. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lena, and I'm here to deliver you guys divinely guided messages that will most support you as you move forward on your journeys, manifesting all of your goals and dreams with ease and grace. So welcome back, Divine fam. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Thanks for all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for all the support. If you guys are new, welcome. This is the money, career, and finance reading, and it is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mars. There will be a playlist linked in the description box as well as the comment section so that you guys can go ahead and watch your different signs. I have cleansed the space and held sacred space. So now before we get into it, I wanted to say a couple of things. Thank you so much again for everyone who's been supporting the channel and has been a part of the Divine fam. So I have some very exciting news. By the way, happy new moon, okay? Happy eclipse, beautiful energies, beautiful messages that came through in the weekly guidance message. So everyone who was on the live stream, which is every Sunday in the evening, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to everyone that's been showing love and support on the channel. I want to also thank everyone who's been donating through the Cash App. It means so much. Your donations really help the channel grow. It allows me to buy more tools, okay, to provide these readings like new decks, tarot decks, but also candles, incense, crystals, different things that go into the readings, as well as the work that I'm providing here for you guys on not just the YouTube channel, but the Instagram page. So if you haven't followed on the Instagram or you're curious, it is going to be up here at Lena's Divine Tarot. And you can also click on my channel, on this channel, okay? And when you click on the About page, you'll also be taken to a little button where you can click on the link that's there. And you guys can also find a link to the Patreon, which will also be in the description box. And if you're interested in joining the Patreon, it just launched, you guys. I'm so excited to be bringing this for you guys so that we can continue to interact. It's a wonderful way for those who want to support the channel, want to support the readings that I'm providing, but also want more content, want, free readings, okay, personal readings, private readings, right? So go check that out if you're interested in getting private readings, personal readings, okay, free personal readings. And for those of you who become a Divine Fam member, Insider VIP, there is a discount for any private readings, you guys. Yes, private readings. You heard correct. For anyone who's been part of the channel, I am now offering private readings. A lot of people have been requesting this, and I said, you know what, this is the time. It's something I've been wanting to do, and finally it's here in Taurus season. So I love you all so much. Thank you for all the love and support. Be sure to check all that out. For those who are interested in a booking, refer to the links that are in the description box. You can also always just click on the channel and go to the About section, and you can find more information there, resources, links, and all of that. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. I'm really excited to bring these readings for you guys. If you missed any readings, you can catch up on the channel's homepage when you're done. I will be linking a few playlists for you guys if you're interested in the most recent readings. Your donations mean the world to me. They really support the channel. They allow me to continue providing readings for you. If you want more and more readings, then I strongly encourage you to consider donating to the channel. You can do it through Cash App, PayPal, and if you want to become a member, you can also do that and check out the Patreon. There are added perks that come with your donation, so go ahead and check those out when you get a chance. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into your beautiful money, career, and finance reading. So if you're new to the channel, the way this works is that I'm going to look at the first 2 weeks of May. We're going to look at how you're showing up. We're going to look at how you're showing up at work and how your money's looking. We're also going to look at what's supporting you this month. Okay, resources. We're going to look at the block, challenge, or delay. We're going to look at what the advice is, and then we're going to look at the second half of May, as well as new opportunities that want to come in your way. And then we're going to pull for the final outcome as well. Okay, so interesting. First card out. All right, Scorpio. So this Emperor came out reversed. Now, I usually don't read reversals. So what we're going to do is just read it regular, you know, upright. And then I'm also going to interpret it in reverse for a few of you. And then we're just going to move on. So these are my clarifiers. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. Yeah, you know, a lot of you are doing really well, right? In terms of your stability, a lot of you have roofs over your head. You're able to put food on the table. You're able to provide yourselves the things that you desire, you know, the lifestyle that you want for many of you, okay? So you're in a place where you're showing up really strong this month. And a lot of you could be like, have recently ascended at work, right? Like, I don't really like using that word in terms of moving up the corporate ladder, because if you know, and if you're part of the Divine Fam, I use the word ascension in terms of the spiritual ascension and things of that nature. But let's just say that a lot of you could have recently gotten promotions. You could have recently, like, you know, experienced financial gains or gotten like a certain job that you've wanted. Some of you are entrepreneurs and business owners. And if you are, there's a lot of stability for you this month. But for all of you, whatever you're embarking on, whatever you have going on, there is a need to be consistent, okay, Scorpio, which you're not, you know, that's not an issue for you guys. I mean, unless you have like some other challenging aspects in your natal chart or some placements that might be a little bit more flighty or things like that. But usually Scorpios, you guys are very disciplined. You guys are very focused and you're able to push through and get the job done. And so that's kind of how you're showing up. And I feel like you have what it takes to accomplish whatever is thrown at you, to overcome whatever's thrown at you and to accomplish whatever goals you have set for the month ahead in terms of your short-term goals. So that's really nice to see. Just know that there is a sense of needing to be like slow and steady wins the race. So like be consistent, but don't rush. There's no need. Okay. A lot of you know that, you know, I think a lot of you, it looks like a lot of you have a routine for yourselves or a schedule, right? That you have, you know, worked out. But now let's read it for those of you who the reversal was for you, because there will be a group of you, right? That's what I'm picking up. For some of you, you're being asked this month to do everything I just basically described. So it's like you're being asked to be disciplined, determined, to push through, to be consistent at work, in your business, in your career, whatever it is you have going on, and to have like more of like order, like bring order into your life and have more of a routine. And it's you needing to find that balance so that you can kind of have everything under control without like holding on tight and feeling like you have to micromanage everything. It's kind of like relying on your capabilities, Scorpio, to get what needs to get done, but not from a place of fear, okay? So it's this energy of lots of confidence as well. So for some of you, if you've been feeling like maybe you haven't been embodying that, this is going to be a time to work through that, okay? For a lot of you, I'm hearing that the Mercury retrograde is going to trigger this energy in your life. So let's go ahead and call upon Archangel Michael. For those of you who have this in reverse, this energy, Archangel Michael, I call upon you in this now moment to please support me in clearing out any negative energy, low vibrations, and low frequencies for the Scorpio collective that's tuning in, who may be facing a little bit of a challenge here in this area. I also call upon Saint Germain for the violet flame. Thank you, Saint Germain, so much for being here. And in this now moment, I clear, cancel, and release any negative energy and transmute all low vibrations, low frequencies, and energetic blocks, as well as mental blocks and fear-based energies from the Scorpios who are going through this energy with the violet flame and unconditional love into the light now and always, and so it is. Amen to that. So now we're gonna, so this is now upright for those of you who had that reversal. Now when it comes to work, when it comes to some sort of business endeavor, Scorpio, by the way, amen and thank you. When it comes to some sort of business endeavor here, a lot of you have been, you know, praying, setting intentions, working with your star family, your spirit guides and angels, and calling upon the divine to manifest some sort of dream that you have, right? So keep on dreaming, keep on holding space, and keep on manifesting. It's also you doing practical work and tending to your garden, right? So while you're doing the practical day-to-day, make time, Scorpio, to have a moment to breathe, to have a moment to yourself, because a lot of you, what can happen is that you might be overwhelmed, you could be overworked. Now, some of you might have Leo in your chart, and then others of you could have Aquarius or Taurus in your chart, as well as Cancer and Aquarius. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you, but at least one of those signs is what I'm looking for. Double confirmation here for Aquarius and Taurus for some of you. So take that as you will. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. And what I'm seeing here is that if you're an entrepreneur, let's talk about the entrepreneurs for a minute first. There is an energy of things are going to be paying off this month. You're going to start seeing things unfolding. You're going to experience like newfound hope. So in the past, if you felt like you were helpless, now you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's happening. I can see it materializing. Whether it's a short-term goal or a long-term goal, it doesn't matter, right? For many of you who are, if you're working at a certain job or, you're whatever you do for work professionally, a lot of you have a goal of either becoming like a manager, a supervisor, getting some sort of position or raise or a promotion and having more leadership, okay, Leo energy at your job. You're very supported as well. Okay, so you're all basically supported. It's just going to be different for all of you in terms of what you have going on in your lives, right? And not everyone is at the same place or doing the same thing. So that's something to think about. So keep on doing what you're doing. Is it prayer? Is it, are you writing letters to the universe? Are you doing new moon ritual, full moon rituals, whatever it is? Or maybe you're just doing affirmations and mindset, practicing positive thoughts, vision boarding. Keep on doing that spiritual work and don't neglect it, because that's what's getting you where you want to be, Scorpio. Okay, there's a lot of action here, especially for those of you, forward action, especially for those of you who have that Emperor energy upright, where you're feeling confident, you're feeling good about yourselves, and you're thriving. This is an energy that's saying, tend to the spiritual things, okay, because that's what's going to support you, right? So a lot of you will actually be experiencing some sort of good news, like a wish come true when it comes to something relating to work. Now, it may happen in the first half of May, but I'm getting, and we're going to keep going, that for many of you, it's going to come in actually towards the end of the month, okay? So what's supporting you here this month is the sun. You're being supported by the sun, okay, you guys? Beautiful energy. So this is a great month to go out there and have fun. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you have a Leo in your life. Maybe you're a Leo type person. But I feel like some of you are in a soulmate connection, okay, or a twin flame. This is going to be a great month to spend time with your significant others and your loved ones whenever you're not working or focusing on building your business. Because like I said, you guys, there is a sense of there's an energy where you guys can get really sucked into work or caught up in work this month, and it can put you into overwhelm. So the universe is wanting you to go out and have fun, celebrate your wins, celebrate life. Don't be afraid to laugh and giggle and have fun. I see this energy coming in for you in the first 2 weeks of May. There can be a lot of celebration for you, okay? A lot of fun with friends and family. So that's great. Also, community of some sort, like maybe you're part of an online community or a physical community where it's maybe like a group of people. Like maybe, for example, I don't know why I heard dance community. Like maybe some of you like to go out to dance with a group of people, or you do dance classes, or I heard Zumba for someone. But whatever it is, you guys, just make time to socialize and have fun, because that's going to be your way to ground your energy without needing to like go do something solo and go meditate outside by yourself, which normally is what keeps coming up for most people, Scorpio. But for you guys, it's saying enjoy the social life, enjoy the social scene. This is a great month for you, especially in the first half. Okay, now when it comes to your fourth house energies, you have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like a lot of you are being faced with more than one option when it comes to something relating to the family or your living situation. So Scorpio, you could be, deciding, should I stay? Should I go? Should we relocate or should we not? Right? So this is all about your stability, but there's a sense here where there's something very much tied into it on an emotional level for you, where it could be a little overwhelming. It could be a touchy subject. It could be emotional, especially if you have children or a significant other and you guys are having to think about them as well. And it's not just you on your own. Wow, Aries. But ultimately you are being, spirit in the universe is saying that, the divine is saying that you ultimately, Scorpio, have to think about yourself. Okay, and I know it sounds like a little bit like selfish, but it's not, because the thing is, especially if you are the provider for your family, doesn't matter what your sex or gender is, okay? If you are the provider, if you are the provider for yourself, if you live alone, if you're single and independent, right? It's you thinking about yourself, because some of you might be swayed in more than one direction. Maybe it's family members, maybe there's pressure there. So it's going to be different for all of you, but you can like identify what exactly is that's making you feel this way. You might have already experienced this, since the reading is coming out a little bit later, and it's coming out a little later than it was supposed to. Okay, retrograde, thank you retrograde, my goodness. Anything else? No, I'm kidding. But it's the retrograde. It's so awesome when we're aware, and then we can like actually kind of try to be a step ahead or prepare ourselves, right? So that's something that I personally have been learning this retrograde season. Even though I've always been aware, it's very different. The way it's like showing up in my life is very different. And I'm getting that for many of you, the reason I bring that up is that for a lot of you, this retrograde is bringing up some of this stuff. It's bringing up stuff from the past. So maybe in the past, you felt like, this could be something that you were going through in the past, and maybe it's like about to come around again, right? And you're feeling it coming around, like it's time to move, it's time to relocate, or it's time to make a big decision that's going to either affect you in terms of your emotional space, or your stability in your foundation, or your children, or your family, something to that effect. So take that how it applies, but remember what the universe is saying here is saying to think about you and be the leader, because no one else is going to be the leader for you, and no one else should be the leader for you, right? You have to do what's right for you, and what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment and happiness. Okay, Scorpio. So, and it's not selfish, because right, it's like putting our needs, our emotional needs, or just making sure that we're in a healthy space is important, so that we can show up in other relationships, right, in a healthy space as well. If we're not happy, if we're overwhelmed, overworked, then it can be a recipe for disaster. So when it comes to a matter surrounding your business, your finances, even that living situation that we were talking about, for many of you, you guys have the Temperance card as your challenge, and you have it with the Pluto energy and the number 22. So there's definitely some sort of big change and transformation that wants to take place. Perhaps where something's going to come to an end before you can start anew. So perhaps it's that your lease is ending, or you're going to put an end to being a renter, and you're about to purchase a home or buy a home, and that can be overwhelming. For some of you, it's everything, right? It's a new job, it's having to relocate for work. And even though it may not be happening right now, this second, for some of you it may be, and for some of you it's not. It's like you have a sense that eventually it's something that you have to look at, or it's going to happen, and the universe is like making you think about this, especially in the middle of the month, right? About where you're going, how you want to get there, what that journey looks like for you. Oh my God, there's like a hair in my face. What that journey looks like for you, and exactly what the practical steps are to make it happen. So with the Cancer energy on this card, okay, some of you might have Cancer in your chart, Scorpio, Aries. If you do have any, you do have Scorpio. So you might have more than one Scorpio placement. You could have Pluto in Scorpio, Pluto in the 8th house, Pluto in the 4th house. So let's say that some of you might have Aries in the 7th house, I heard. So let's just say that, what was I saying? Oh God, I'm sorry, you guys. I had like a brain fart. I had a moment. So, oh God, because when I get into that like channeling mode and then I get distracted or whatever. Let's see. We're talking about that block. Pluto energy number 2. Yeah. Okay. Number 22, master builder, right? So Cancer energy. So when it comes to that energy, my Scorpio, it's the universe is saying like you guys are being asked to come up with like a practical plan, a strategy, and to make sure that you're being on top of this plan, because whatever you guys are pursuing or trying to go towards, whether it's that new job, that business, that home, that living situation, there's a lot of moving parts involved, especially if you have children, especially if you're doing both, right? Relocating both work and living situation. So it's saying get that, like, don't be afraid to like come up with a plan, whether it's in a notebook or, you know, on your phone, and make sure that you're being accountable and that you're checking things off your list, because that's going to really help you. Okay. The advice though is the 9 of Swords in reverse. Love it, with the Capricorn energy number 10. Very interesting. So wherever you guys have been worrying or overwhelmed, you know, Spirit is saying the universe wants you to like not worry. I mean, it's that simple, right? It's like, don't worry, Scorpio, because nothing's going to come with you like having anxiety about it. So especially, this is something big. This is something surrounding a long-term plan, your 10-year plan, a long-term goal, a business that you have, investments, a real estate investment for some of you, okay? You want to purchase a property or something like that. For a lot of you, it has to do with your legacy and generational wealth, or trying to build generational wealth or create something that you can pass down to your children if you have children, or your future kids if you want any. Otherwise, it's just your own, you know, legacy that you want to create. And it's something here is like coming up, or maybe for some of you, it's going to be either that you have to make actual moves right now, like money moves, big decisions coming up in the next 3 months. And so you're starting to feel that energy. If it's this month, then you're definitely feeling that energy. But for others of you, it's more so the idea of it alone is what's overwhelming, right? It's like losing sleep over you not being exactly where you want to be. So the advice is, don't lose sleep, be patient, Temperance. And while you're being patient, make sure that you're being practical and spiritual, right? Addressing your fears, addressing your energy, making sure that you're cleansing yourself, doing your manifestation work, your spiritual practice, while also going about your business and handling your business and being practical and taking care of your responsibilities, right? It's not allowing yourself to be like frozen in fear or deer in headlights, right? Type of energy, Scorpio. It's like, you got to keep going. My beautiful Scorpio. Okay. Whenever you do feel overwhelmed, try to pause for a moment or shift gears and focus on something else. Like go make lunch, go and, you know, get out in the garden, go for a jog, a run, a walk, and then come back to it. Don't sit there and like marinate, like ruminate or like sit in it, you know, like, oh, and tormenting yourself, because it's not going to lead you any, you know. You might think that overthinking it and really analyzing it is going to get you some sort of answer. It's not. Not for you, Scorpio. Yeah. And so as a result of this, okay, I see you guys taking action, being confident, and just focusing on getting what you can done and what's in your control. Okay, and not worrying about the things you can't control, and trusting in the universe and trusting that life is happening for you is going to give you that like backbone, right? That spiritual backbone that's going to allow you to move forward confidently and not worrying about the things that you could worry about, but it's like, why? It's like, we'll get there when we get there, right? Jupiter energy number 9. Interesting. So some of you might have Sag in your chart. I'm getting that if you do have like a Sagittarius placement somewhere, that you're being, I mean, this is for all of you, okay? But especially, I just want to say this for anyone with a Sag placement, you are being called to take action. This is a time for you to take action. Okay, so that's a message for someone. And for all of you, yeah, it's like, keep on going, right? Forward action, especially at work and in your jobs or whatever you have going on, businesses. Don't be afraid, you know, to show up and show out. You know, it's your time to be fiery after the lunar eclipse, because now we're looking at the second half of May. So this is going to be from the 16th to the 30th. It's your time to step up, especially if you are purchasing a home, buying a home, even if it's an investment property. Maybe it's a business you're starting. Maybe it's something you want to go after. It's time to go for it. It's time to take action. The only thing I will say, because we're going through the retrograde, is make sure that whatever it is, my beautiful Scorpio, that it's something that you've already been kind of in the works of manifesting or creating, that it's not something that you just like thought of overnight. If it is something you thought of overnight, but it has to do with the same thing you've been working on, then fine. But if it's completely just foreign and completely new, just try to wait till the retrograde is over. But I don't see this being something new, or else Spirit wouldn't show me this energy and the universe wouldn't be like, yeah, take action, right? But so it is something that you've been working on or something you've been wanting. Maybe it's something you've been even just thinking about in the past, right? It's coming up now for you to go for it. So in the next 3 months, what I can see here as far as new opportunities that want to come in is like someone could want to come in and invest money in you. Someone could want to come in and show you some sort of financial support. It could be a Cancer type of person, a mother, maybe someone with Cancer in their chart. For many of you, this is you though. This is, wait. Let me continue with the message I was getting, the first one, before I get into the next one. So yeah, if it's someone else, you can expect someone here. I feel like it's both. I feel like it's both energies. This is you, especially if you have Cancer in your chart. If you have no Cancer in your chart, then I would say it's someone else, just because this is my clarification card here. But this is someone that wants to support you. And when it comes to, and it could be a father, it could be a man, it doesn't have to be a woman, even though it's the Queen of Pentacles. But this is someone who's very responsible with their money, someone who works a lot, who's very practical and maybe has assets, or, you know, owns a home. Not necessarily doesn't have to own a home, just putting that out there. But this is someone who can support you while you make your moves, while you relocate, while you go for that new job, while things are a little bit, some of you might be in a transitional phase in your finances, and someone's going to be there to support you. So take that as you will. It's going to be for some of you, right? Maybe for most of you, if a message isn't for you or resonating, or you haven't been able to identify how it fits into your storyline, into your life, then just like leave it and take the messages that are for you, okay? Now, as far as you, for many of you, Scorpio, especially if you have Cancer, also maybe like a Cancer Earth sign combination. So like Cancer, Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo. It could be any, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. This is you being able to now purchase the home, buy the home, invest property, right? Queen of Pentacles with the 4th house, with the Cancer energy. This is you building a firm foundation for you, your children, if you have children, your future kids, whatever it is, you and your loved one. And this is a beautiful energy. So if you want to claim that, if you want to claim your success, that you're making money moves, hit that like button. Smash that thumbs up button, you guys. Show the reading some love. But more than that, put it out into the universe when you hit that button, right? You giving it a like is you affirming it and confirming this beautiful message that wants to come out. You know, this energy that's available to you. It's a timeline that you can shift onto, right? Especially if you're struggling, okay, or going through, I don't like that word. In case you're new, you'll know I don't like using that word, but or you consider yourself to be in some sort of pickle, a financial pickle, okay, this is something you can tap into. That's what I'm here for, is to co-create with you guys. So all you have to do is smash it. And when you smash it, okay, smash it, set the intention, okay, that you believe, because faith is everything. Faith is how we manifest. Faith is how we can get where we want to be, right? If we don't believe, then it's kind of like, it's tough. You could do a lot of practical work. If you don't believe in your dreams and you don't believe, then it's like, it's a hamster wheel for many people, right? For many times, oftentimes. So, now otherwise, if you're not purchasing a home, you're not buying a home, you're not relocating, this is you making more money. This is you being able, right? This, again, we're talking about the next 3 months. Okay. This card in my spread is about the next 3 months. So this is you being able to make money. Okay, opportunities want to come in where, whether it's at your job and what you're already doing, maybe it's that you're getting a side hustle, or you're building an income stream on the side while you're still working at your, you know, the job you work for, things like that. So this is you being able to give yourself now this emotional security when it comes to your finances. It's feeling confident and feeling good, grounded, and safe and secure, okay? Right, Cancer energy. So love that for you. Also, a lot of you might be able to like fix up your homes or redecorate, or, you know, you might be able to go rent in a different location or area, which is a place you've been really wanting. And so again, remember, whatever you're doing, Scorpio, remember this energy here for your emotional space. You have this Aries energy with the number 1, which is wanting you to put yourself first, to do what's going to bring you happiness. Because if you're going to sacrifice your emotional happiness, or, you know, your whatever, for whatever reason, you're going to find yourself later on feeling burned out, not fulfilled, maybe even like you don't want to keep going, right? And that's not what you want to go through. So as far as the end of the month for May, you have the 2 of Pentacles, Venus energy, number 7. Yeah, this makes total sense to me, because what we already saw is that you will be making money moves, and a lot of you are relocating or starting a new job. If you are starting a new job or getting a promotion, like I said, this is an increase in your finances, Scorpio. So that's awesome, okay? or your business is thriving. But also just want to point this out. The Queen of Pentacles is very grounded. She's responsible, right? She manages her finances. She doesn't overspend. She knows how to invest her money or save her money. You definitely want to learn more about different ways to make your money work for you, especially once some money comes in, because some of you right now might not be able to, but there will be money coming in, okay, or an increase. So definitely you guys just want to like not blow the money. You want to either invest it back into yourself or actually start an investment portfolio. And, you know, that obviously you want to learn, you know, learning more. We'll talk about this in just a moment. Okay, so let's talk about the Two of Pentacles. It's you guys weighing out pros and cons. It's you guys figuring out exactly which path you want to take and how you want to move forward. For some of you, it could be that you're weighing out more than one job offer. You're applying for more than one job. You're figuring out, okay, should I stay? Should I go? Which direction do I really want to go in? Is this the right property for me? Should I move to that home? Should I rent over here? Things like that. Okay. It's anything surrounding your career, your money, your stability, and you exactly figuring out how you're going to bring this justice right into your life. Number 7, when it comes to your 7th house. So some of you, it is relationship, but 7th house is, to me, is more than relationship. It's more than romantic relationship. It's more than colleagues and networking and, you know, all that good stuff, which I love that about the 7th house. This is also your lifestyle. It's the material things that you can afford yourself. Venus in Libra. It's you creating this, bringing yourself, you know, the life that you deserve and that you want. Okay. And so think about that when you're making decisions. Think about what's going to bring you the fulfillment that you want, you guys. It's not going to be the same for everyone. For some people, that can be lots of money. For some people, maybe lots of money comes with too much work, so they rather the option that's less work but will still give them what they want so that they can go enjoy their lives. For some people, it's going to be something entirely different, you know? So that's for you to figure out, of course, Scorpio. But let's go ahead and keep going. So the final outcome here is the Gemini energy, number 3, my favorite energy. What's the tarot that wants to come out? The Moon. Interesting. Yeah. This is what I was kind of picking up on before, was that for some of you, you guys, there's more than you, like, you definitely, whatever you're embarking on, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're manifesting, there's a need to learn more about it, to network, to meet with people that have already done what you want to do or are doing what you want to be doing, to learn from them, to network with them, and to kind of like buddy up with people. Okay, that sounds so bad. That will get you where you want to be. But let's just use the word partnering, okay, or being friends with people, like, you know. And listen, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's, you know, it's like you're the total sum of the 5 people that you most surround yourself with, right? If you're surrounding yourself with people that are not thriving, then your chances are you're gonna energetically be dragged down too. But if you surround yourself with people who are doing what you want to be doing or better than you, in terms of are doing better, okay, let's put it like that, not that anyone's better than anyone, okay, then it's going to lift you up. And then you can also raise your own vibration, because you don't want to be like parasitic either, and you don't want to be like feeding off of people's energy. You definitely want to pull your own weight. But that's the energy, Scorpio. It's like needing to learn more because there are things that are hidden from you. So let's say it's, for example, it could be so many things. Let's say you're purchasing a home or buying a home. It's like finding that new way, a creative way to do this, right? Gemini energy, a resourceful way to get the loan, to get the approval. It's like maybe you were told no. Well, you're going to find that could be why some of you are losing sleep, because you were denied something, whether it's a loan, a mortgage, a job. Okay. It's you finding a creative solution to still accomplishing this goal. Okay. And that could be, this is going to be highlighted for you at the end of the month. And for many of you, you're going to be meeting people, and you might even be meeting a lot of Geminis or have Gemini type people, right? Information wants to come in. So definitely take advantage, ask questions, be curious, go online, learn more, because there's something here that's being hidden from you. And once it's revealed, I'm hearing that it's going to get you where you want to be. This isn't anything bad. I don't see this being like your own. Now, well, wait. So for some of you, I spoke too soon. Now, this could be that at the end of the month, you run into what again? These fears these doubts, this confusion, this illusion, because maybe some of you aren't seeing the path clearly. You're not seeing how things are going to turn around for you. That's for some of you. But this is saying monitor your thoughts. Be careful with your thoughts and your mind, because your mind is powerful and that's how you create. So kindly, tell yourself, tell that part of you, okay, or the fear, tell the fear, because the fear is not necessarily you, to just sit down, to be quiet, thank you, fear. Okay, I heard you. Yes, I acknowledge you. Okay, be free, bye. And then you can like replace it with everything's going to work out. I'm on my highest path. I know that even though I don't see the way forward right now, that the universe will reveal it to me. Thank you guys. Thank you, angels, for being with me and supporting me. Or thank you, God. Okay, whatever it is. That's the type of conversation that needs to be going on in your mind throughout the second half of May, especially at the end of May. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, because remember, nothing comes from this Nine of Swords. That's why it came out in reverse for the advice. It's saying put an end to that, squash that, right? Because you're well on your way towards achieving this Capricorn energy, long-term wealth and success. Even if you don't know how you're going to get there, okay? It's having belief that you will, right? That's the first step. Amen to that. I heard someone say preach. I'm done. I am done with you, okay? Love you all, by the way. If you haven't given the video a thumbs up yet, give it a thumbs up. Smash that like button. Tranquility. Okay, a lot of you will be, what you want is this tranquility in your life. A lot of you are very focused on bringing peace, balance, justice, and emotional fulfillment, right? So this is like Pisces energy on here with Libra energy together. A lot of you want lifestyle. You want better quality of life. And so that's your focus. And I'd say keep going for it, because you're being supported in manifesting this, okay? Gratitude, Gemini energy, number 36. Yeah, very important that you guys practice lots of gratitude. It's going to allow you to expand more. It's going to call in more for you. Okay, with that number 9 energy is beautiful as well. Be very cognizant of your thoughts, okay? Because that's where the power lies, like I kept saying before. Attraction, beautiful. Wow, 7. Okay, you have 7 twice. I almost thought it was 777. But I'm getting, you do have it here. So you do have 777. So that's your angel number that wanted to come out. So definitely go look that up when you get a chance when we're done here, okay? And then regeneration, number 8. So beautiful. So as far as attraction, it's talking about how you guys are very attractive this month. You're very magnetic. And this is lots of mental energy as well, right? It's saying that you create with your thoughts and that you have the ability to bring in the justice that you deserve by shifting your beliefs and the inner voice and the conversation you have with yourself. So be very mindful, because some of you, if you're not self-aware, you might unconsciously be creating roadblocks, okay, or delays, because what's meant for you is meant for you. No one can stop you from achieving what is meant for you other than you, okay, in terms of stopping or delaying or blocking it. And that's kind of what I see with the block, is like some of you are impatient. Some of you want something now. Some of you feel a little bit upset or angry by the fact that it's not here, or that the way forward isn't revealing itself right away, or that you didn't get the offer, that you didn't achieve this goal moving up within your company, or whatever it is. It's going to be different for everyone. Or being able to purchase the home. Know that it's going to happen in divine timing, okay? Know that it is. Remember, we're going through retrograde season right now, okay? Pluto is going into retrograde this month. I forgot the exact day. Mercury, right? And then we have the eclipses, okay? So it's a lot of powerful energy, lots of transformation. So allow the astrological transits to play themselves out. Allow things to kind of position themselves and settle in. And in the meantime, do your manifestation work, because this is a great month to do it. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio. So keep calling in what you want. Don't lose faith. Keep going, because you're almost there. Yeah, regeneration, number 8. There's a lot of Pluto energy here. So know that you're going through like a rebirth at this time. Many of us are. And so it's normal to feel normal. But yeah, it's okay to feel these things. It's okay to feel these emotions. It's okay to sometimes come home after a long day and feel like you just want to cry. Oh my God, that's how I just felt. For some of you, I don't know, So don't be hard on yourself, you know, be kind with yourselves and tell yourselves it's okay and I'm doing great, and pat yourself on the back and go celebrate, right? Remember, what's supporting you this month is the Sun card. Be around good people, positive people, people who are in your corner. If someone, you know, someone's a hater or they don't want to see you win, if you feel like you can't talk about certain things openly with people, don't be around them. Only be with, even if it's just one person in your life, right, that you feel like you can confide in, or maybe you don't even, it's not even about confiding, honestly. It's about having fun. It's about letting loose and getting your mind off of the day-to-day. That way, when you come back to it, you're not overwhelmed. Okay, so make sure to have downtime. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides want you to know. What message do we have from your spirit guides, Scorpio? A new romantic cycle begins. So whether you're in a relationship or not, okay, know that there's a new romantic cycle that wants to come in. It doesn't mean that you're going to get, for some of you, it could mean that now you're going to get married soon, or you're dating someone, now it's going to become official, you know, or you've been single, now you're going to meet someone. And it doesn't mean that they're going to be the one forever, but it just means that you get to enjoy your life. Okay, so step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Maybe some of you have North Node in Scorpio. Regardless of what your North Node is in, okay, this is kind of saying that part of you achieving your goal, your goals, your dreams, and true fulfillment, let's just put it like that, is very much linked to your North Node placement and energy. So definitely look into that, explore that, and try to like embody that, or whatever your North Node lessons are. Okay, yeah. Try to like pursue that, because it's going to take you where you truly want to be, even if it's uncomfortable at first, even if it's really foreign to you. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about, then there's always a link in the description box where you can get a copy of your natal chart and you can find out what your North Node is. Okay, the North Node is kind of like our destiny, our North Star. It's that, you know, part in our natal chart that's guiding us towards freeing ourselves from karma. And you know, right now the North Node is in Scorpio, right? So it's interesting that this came out. That's part of what's playing itself out right now. We're all kind of experiencing this Pluto energy, right? It's like, I'm sorry, the North Node's in Taurus, excuse me, and the South Node's in Scorpio, but still, it's that same axis. So don't be hard on yourselves and just be cognizant of it. And then when you're, as you are, you can use it to your advantage, and you can really work with the energies that are at play. So surrender to the divine, my beautiful Scorpio. I almost said Leo. Someone has Leo. Surrender to the divine, right? Full moon, beautiful energy. Something about this full moon, okay, the lunar eclipse is very powerful for you. This is a time to surrender, to release your fears, to let loose, to cry if you need to cry, to write those letters to the universe, release the people that need to go, release the fears that need to be cleared out, write it all on paper, burn that biatch, and be free. Set yourself free once and for all, okay? Because this is the time, right? We're about to go through a 6-month cycle, on, you know, yet another cycle, because everything is cyclical in astrology, whether it's a month cycle, a 6-month cycle, an annual cycle, or a longer cycle, okay, like with longer transits. So definitely, my beautiful escorpiones, something to look at, okay, and to do on the full moon. Nothing will come of the situation. Yeah, this is not my favorite card, just because it's like, it's that uncomfortable card. It's like that uncomfortable energy, like, what do you mean? Right? Like, what are you talking about? So it's kind of like that, right? It's like this energy here of like, nothing will come of you worrying about, like I said earlier, the things that aren't in your power, in your control, right? And nothing will come of you worrying. Nothing will come of you sitting there in fear and being overwhelmed, and as a result, maybe doing or behaving in ways that are a little bit toxic, because that's what can happen sometimes, right? When we're overwhelmed and we're not addressing our fears, we can suppress it with anything. It can be there's so many different ways to suppress, right? Everyone has something different. So just know that nothing will come of that. And I know that that's what this is referring to, because it was all over the reading, right? We spoke about this energy. And if there is something that you've been feeling, I'm hearing that if there's something you've been feeling stuck, right? Because you have the 7 of Cups, and then underneath it, you have the 2 of Pentacles. So it's showing me that when it comes to like weighing out these options and whatever, there's something that you know, intuitively, that is like, it's time to let it go, right? It's time to cut those ties. It's time to move on and pursue something else and go into the unknown, even if it's scary, you know, even if, know that you're supported and that you will be okay. And a lot of you do have someone in your corner, a Cancer type person. It could be an earth sign that has your back. Okay, that's for many of you. So let's go ahead and see what your angels want you to know. Your beautiful angels. Okay, sacred plan. So this is part of your sacred plan. Everything you're going through, Scorpio. Trust that you're on your highest path. Trust that the divine has your back, that you are highly favored, loved, and supported. Okay, amen to that. And that's something you want to tell yourself every day, in case you don't know that, in case you don't, you know, it's like you have to, whenever we're trying to create a belief, we just have to tell it to ourselves, right? Whenever we're trying to reprogram ourselves, you just continue practicing it every day until it becomes natural and it just becomes a part of life and it becomes your reality. So for sure, if you don't know that, right, definitely start knowing that. And that's going to help you always walk on your highest path, and for doors to open and things to just kind of flow. And even when, and there will always be obstacles, okay? There will always be challenges, but knowing that you're on your highest path allows you to move forward through them, or move past them or around them or whatever, or clear them out, like with more of that water energy. So definitely tap into the water element, work with the color, you know, blue this month, the water energy. I would say blue crystals for you are going to be extremely helpful. Anything that's blue is, and just set the intention that this crystal, you know, if you need to lean on the crystal for support, go ahead. If that's what you need to be doing to get yourself out of a negative space, then go ahead, right? There's so many different tools that we can use to support us on our journeys. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio. So spiritual growth, beautiful, love it for you. Okay, yeah, this is all part of your spiritual growth. You're on your highest path. And then angelic protection. This was the first card I saw. And I didn't pull it out just because I wanted to shuffle first so that no one comes for me. Not that I care if anyone comes for me. So anyway, but yeah, angelic protection. Your angels have your back. Okay, let's go ahead and do some star family messages for you. What do your star family want you to know? I'm hearing to only pull one card for you for this, so I will. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. Yeah, Scorpio, like, know that you are, that your life, make your life a living masterpiece is what I heard in my mind. And also, like, this is you, like, making peace with what's taken place in your life, realizing that back then you weren't aware of certain things. You didn't realize your power as a, you know, as source, your source power, as your oneness with source, with God, the divine, that now you do. And you're becoming more conscious and more aware of your manifestations of life, your thoughts, your feelings, everything. And this is wanting you to make your life like it, you know, I heard the card, something about moving prayer, live your life as it, make your life a moving prayer. So it's like being very intentional with everything, Scorpio, is what your star family also wants you to work on. And know that, you know, life is an art piece, and it's, you know, it's okay to go through like the blacks and the blues, and they don't always have to be pinks and yellows all the time. But when you're conscious of it and more aware, it'll be easier. It'll become easier to navigate those moments for sure. And your star family has your back. Your angels have your back. Your spirit guides are always with you. I'm here. So just know that it's all going to work out. It is working out. Amen to that. Claim it if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment if you want. Let me know you're a Scorpio. Whatever you want to share, I'm here. Okay, let's connect. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the, have you join the channel, subscribe if you haven't, if you're new. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Be sure to check out your other placements if you want. The playlist is always going to be in the description box. And you can go ahead and check out those other links. If you're interested in bookings, whatever it is, go ahead and check that out. I love you all so much. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you watched to the end, I love you so much. All the best.